All right, Alexis, you're the founder of Living Energy Light. So let me start there. What's that about? Tell me about that.
Well, it's a spin-off from Living Energy Farm, which is a research organization to try to find durable and affordable solar technologies. You know, a lot of people think of solar as being very expensive. We're trying to find tools and materials that work for ordinary people, for working class people, things people can afford.
Yeah. How did you end up with us, and why St. Thomas?
Well, Nicola here is an amazing organizer, and she, like us, you know, is working on a combination of agricultural and technological pursuits to try to improve the lives of ordinary people. So she's interested in organic farming. She's been to the U.S. Working with seed companies there to try to figure out how to grow seeds in Jamaica, how to grow organic, how to do organic farming and permaculture in Jamaica. So she came to Living Energy Farm and saw our technologies. We've been trying to export these ideas to low-income people in the U.S. as well as abroad. So we have a project in Arizona, Hopi and Navajo reservations, and working with Nicola, we brought some solar energy kits down here.
Okay, fantastic. Nicola, double barrel question here. Tell me about the Ujima Natural Farmers Market and tell me about the linkage here.
Okay, yeah. So, for a number of years, for actually 6 years, we've had the Eugene Farmers Market in Kingston. We are moving a new location to Hope Gardens. We're so blessed that Nature Preservation Hope Gardens has allowed us to come into that beautiful green space with our organic produce. And so Alexis is going to be there this Saturday in our new space, talking about the work that we do in terms of solar direct drive and also making it affordable for people to be able to, create more energy options for themselves in Kingston and throughout the island. So he'll be with us, do all day, answering questions, showing the solar kits, and having all kinds of conversations around that. So this is our first time at the space in Hope Gardens, and we invite everyone to come and support the organic farmers and also all the appropriate technology, because that's some of the things that Source Farm does. We look globally for appropriate technology, and we found that this is really great. Alexis sent us about 30 boxes that we gave to farmers throughout the island, and it's been a game changer for them. And also looking at different post-harvest needs, lighting, all kinds of different things that the solar solutions can give you. So opening it up to more and more people that can understand it. So as you see on the screen, we were doing a workshop with all kinds of people. They had to make their the solution to be able to go into the battery. They understand how to deal with the batteries. Those batteries will last past their lifetime. So it's not one of the ones that are, after a couple of years, you're going to throw away. So Alexis can talk more about the solution, but we're really encouraging people to come and see what we're doing, look at the appropriate technology, see what's appropriate for them, and they'll be able to use it throughout their life.
Yeah, Alexi, I know what solar power is, I know what it does, and you see them all over the place, but forgive my ignorance, but I know it will run your home and you could get heat and you could get whatever you want. How does it work on a farm? What does it do, and how do you set it up for the farmers?
Well, what we do is pretty different than ordinary solar technology. Most solar technology is designed to simply try to replace grid power or fossil power with solar technology, and it's really a capitalist approach in terms of they want to sell you a bulk commodity. What we're trying to do is to meet human needs. So most solar systems, they bring the solar power down from the solar panels and they put it in a big battery bank, but those big battery banks are really expensive, they wear out, and that really makes it not viable for most farmers, for most ordinary people. We do a couple of things. First of all, 90% of our electricity never goes through the battery. I'm talking about a Living Energy Farm, our research site. We're fully off-grid. We've been off-grid for 10 years, so that's the daylight drive Nicola mentioned. We run all kind of industrial motors, processing food, processing agricultural products, cutting wood. We run a machine shop, all of it daylight drive. So it's just a wire going from the solar panels right to the industrial motor. So it's very simple and it lasts forever, zero maintenance cost. And then that last 10%, that's the electronics, the lights. There's no sunshine at night, so you need batteries. That's the nickel iron batteries. That's the picture you saw earlier. And these were created by Thomas Edison over 100 years ago. They are not so profitable anymore because they last too long, among other things. These batteries can last for decades. We have a 1946 nickel iron battery set that we're still using. So these, and then we build them into these small kits. This is the smallest version. intended to be for people who can't afford a bigger kit, but you can scale it to any size. So what we end up with, it's not free, but if you're willing to make some investment, it's certainly no more money than an ordinary solar kit. You end up with something that can provide a very high level of service for many, many years with no maintenance cost or at very minimal maintenance cost. So we think it's a great system, but it doesn't fit the way the market usually works. So it takes a little more effort.
I like the fact that you say I like the fact that you say it's off the grid, but Nicola, what is the cost to the farmer? And I heard Alexis, it does cost, but what is the cost to the farmer? And is it a one-time cost we're talking about here, or you have to set up and pay another money and fix up and stuff as you go along?
We're actually looking to build it in Jamaica. So right now, the smallest kit that Alexis has, in terms of cost, about 250, 300 Jamaican dollars. So when you look at that, it can do 4 light bulbs. It does your computer. It does your charge your phone.
Sorry to jump in. 250 or 250,000?
No, 250 US dollars for the smaller.
Oh, okay, because I thought you said Jamaican dollars here. So
no. So that works out to be about, with the exchange rate, probably about maybe $40,000.
All right, okay.
Once you do that, that's 4 light bulbs. It can definitely do. It will do your phone and your computer. And so those kits, we demonstrated them. We gave out a bunch of kits just to have the farmers try it out. Because sometimes you're out, you may have a shack or even your own home, you have those amounts of light. You'll be able to then run them. And then you won't be, because there's certain places in Jamaica that JPS will never go to.
Right.
And those are some of the people that we gave them to, because they would never go up in some of these hills. We had a gentleman that has never had light, and he is almost 90. And he was able to get one of these kits, and now he has lights, and now he can charge his phone. He doesn't have a laptop, but he can charge his phone. And so he kept having to go to different neighbors and borrow. So he's a person, and when JPS goes out, he's still going. So these kits are great for disaster preparedness as well, because sometimes we have hurricanes, and after that the power is down. It's great for rural families that have children that have to charge these tablets and devices that won't have access to JPS, or won't have, if power goes out, what do they do? So we're trying to look at combining the technologies for people who can't have access to JPS, regular grid power. They have access to this as well.
Fantastic.
So
Fantastic. We have to go.
Amazing.
Yeah, we have to go. Great to see you. Great to meet you, Alexis.
Okay, thank you.
And we'll see you at the farmers market.
All right. Tell me about the workshop again before we go.
So the workshop will be at the historic entrance of Hope Gardens, where the new farmers market is. So we want people to come out and ask the questions, check it out, but also come and support the farmers. All the people that are doing all the organic farming, they'll be there. All kinds of different wonderful products, all clean stuff, all kinds of different activities, and we'll be there every Saturday from 9 o'clock until 3.
Stay safe. God bless you both.
Okay,
Alexis Ziegler, and he's the founder of Living Energy Lights, and Nicola Shirley Phillips, Ujima Natural Farmers Market. Still to come, folks. We